Hello students, we will discuss the topic line standards. So what are line standards? When length is being measured is expressed as the distance between two lines, then it is called as a line standard. For example, if these are the two lines and the length between these two is measured, then this is called as the line standard. So when length being measured is expressed as the distance between two lines, then it is called as line standards. Line standards do not produce high accuracy as that of end standards. High accuracy as that of end standards. Example for line standards are measuring scales, imperial standard yard, international prototype, meter. So examples: measuring scale, meter, imperial standard yard, etc. So now what are the characteristics of line standards? How can you categorize the line standards? So the first one, the scales can be accurately engraved, but it is difficult to take full advantages of the accuracy. Because in line standards we are using scales, we can accurately engrave them. Okay, the markings on the scales can be accurately made, but we cannot get full accuracy when we are measuring. The second characteristic, a scale is quick and easy to use over a wide range of measurements. So measurements can be easily made and quickly made. Easy and quick measurements over a wide range. The third characteristic, the scale markings are subjected to wear, although significant wear on leading ends results in undersizing. See, the scale has markings, they are not subjected to wear, but the scale itself, which is a material, it will undergo wear and it will lead to undersizing. Results will give you less readings. Wear on leading ends of the scale. In the next characteristic is the scale alignment is not easy. The scale alignment with the axis of measurement is not possible. That is why it will result in undersizing. Hence, leading to undersizing. Scales are not convenient for close tolerance length measurement except in conjunction with microscope. So close tolerances, see, if there is difference between two objects with a tolerance of 0.0002 or something like this, then these scales cannot be used for measuring such differences between the equipments. So they can be used in conjunction with the or with the help of microscopes they can be used. So we can say that scales are not convenient for close tolerant length measurement. So this is all about line standards. So the next topic is end standards. We already know what are line standards. Similar way, What are end standards? When the length being measured is expressed as the distance between two parallel end faces, then it is called end standard. So, if the length is measured between two parallel end faces, then it is called as end standard. Is expressed as the distance between two parallel end faces, then it is called as end standard. With these end standards, we can achieve very high accuracy, very high degree of accuracy. So what do they consist? These end standards consists of standard blocks or bars to build the required length. So they use blocks or bars to build up to the required length. Now, examples for end standards are slip gauges, gap gauges, end of micrometer, anvil, etc. So, examples. Now, what are the characteristics of these end standards? End standards are highly accurate and well suited to measurement of close tolerances. They are highly accurate and suitable for measurements of close tolerances. The next characteristic is they are time consuming and they prove only one dimension at a time. They consume a lot of time and prove only one dimension at a time. The next characteristic, dimensional tolerance as small as 0.005 mm can be obtained. A group of blocks are rung together to build up any length. So faulty ringing may lead to damage. These standards are subjected to wear on their measuring faces and hence can lead to faulty measurements.